Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And this week I'm going to be exploring some new AI tools, platforms, open source tools actually that I haven't explored before. I'm about to go to a trip to China, and we know that some models, some AI models don't work in certain regions, and so I've been exploring some of the AI tools that will actually work in China. And I'm going to be looking at the topic of calculus because I'm writing a chapter at the moment on the topic of calculus. So let's see if these new models that I'm going to explore are going to give me some great ideas for investigations in calculus. So if you're interested in exploring some new AI models with me, then please keep on watching. So I've recently discovered Comet. It is a browser that is powered by Perplexity. And what I've always worried about in the last few months is when I wanted to get answers to anything, 10 years ago or 5 years ago or just before 2022, I used to just Google things and then read, right? Different papers and things. Now, if I Google things, there's the AI tool at the top. It's generating using, Gemini, and I can't always rely on what it's giving me. And so I was really happy to learn about Comet, which is a free browser, and it's powered by Perplexity, which actually prides itself on giving facts and then also giving us links to so that we can actually verify that information. So let's just go over to Comet. Comet you can just download from the App Store. I think you can use it on a PC as well as Mac. And what I've asked is, I love Manus. I've made so many videos on Manus, but I'm about to explore Kimi because I've heard that Kimi is really good to use in China. Okay, so I thought I would ask Comet, what is the difference between Manus AI and Kimi AI? Because they seem quite similar, both by Chinese companies. So let's just read through what Comet has told us and I can verify the information. So Manus AI, Kimi AI, both Chinese AI agents, yep, but they emphasize different things. Manus is built first as an autonomous project executing agent, while Kimi, especially Kimi K2, is a general large model and agent platform with very strong reasoning, multimodal, and agent swarm capabilities. Now, that is from LinkedIn. So, I could probably go to that source and double check it. But look, it says everyone's paying $20 a month while AI agents deliver better results for nothing. So this is open source. This is free. Manus, of course, you can subscribe to and has different tiers. But Kimi, as far as I know, we're going to go to that platform in a minute. We're going to explore like what are the options, but it's open source. So here we go. So Manus, yep, was originally built by Monica. It was positioned as a fully autonomous agent that can plan and execute multi-step tasks with minimal supervision. I can verify that. That is true. I use Manus a lot as an autonomous agent. And the core idea is research first agent that does wide web research, which we call RAG, then designs and builds things like websites largely on its own. Yeah, I can verify that. I don't need to go to the links because I've been using Manus for that. Now, what does Kimi do? So Kimi is a family of large models. Kimi K2.5 is described as an open visual agentic model for real work. Okay, that's from the Kimi website, so I think that that's pretty reliable. Yep, it powers workflows with visual coding and agent swarm intelligence, turning ideas into documents, spreadsheets, slides, websites, and reports. You'll see in a minute. It looks quite amazing, actually, and I love how it's free. And I've heard, I'm going to verify this later, I heard that it doesn't use as much energy as the other models. So are we actually preserving more of our environment compared to other models? And we use Kimi. All right. So with Kimi, the core idea is very strong general large language model with multimodal understanding, text, images, video, plus agent swarm mode. Okay. And then let's go look at the side by side. Okay, let me just go to the side by side. I'm going to draw out things that are important. Kimi AI, I've heard, is better at handling text, images, and video. So I've looked at a lot of reviews of people that I follow in the AI world, and they have said that Kimi is much better in terms of text, images, and video compared to Manus. And also, people have told me that Kimi is much better at coding and math. So that's why I'm going to be having a look at some calculus investigations. Can I get some ideas on some really good investigations for students to help explore maybe the idea of limits or the idea of a gradient function in calculus? And then reliability. So Kimi, often described as fast and stable, especially in agent mode. I mean, look, the source there is Facebook, so I'd have to verify that, but I'm going to play around in a minute. And business status, Kimi is a broader platform with evolving K2 times models, 2.5, etc. So which is better for you? So, Comet, I'm starting to use you to kind of get instant answers that I can verify because I feel like I can't trust Google anymore. So I'm playing around and so far I'm quite impressed with Comet. I'll put a link in the comment section below so that you can have a play around with it too. It's free. So choose a Manus AI if you want an AI that can autonomously research, plan, and build. Yep, that's what I've done. I've built websites, a landing page, yep, with minimal hand holding. You care more about the deep research plus execution, and you're okay with some instability or beta-like behavior. All right. Choose Kimi if you need a strong all-round assistant for math, coding, writing, and multimodal tasks, including reading images or videos and turning them into code or documents. You like the idea of agent swarm, that means many small agents working in parallel, and want fast, reliable responses for daily work. Okay, so if you tell me your main use, like teaching, I can map out. Ooh, okay, let's do teaching. Okay, let me just do this before we go on to Kimi. So let's say, which of the models would be better for education and teaching? Let's say, I'm thinking out loud here. I want to develop an investigation to teach students about differential calculus. Okay, let me just get rid of some of those superfluous words there. But I'm thinking out loud. Okay, teaching, and then let's go. All right. So what is Papitzi going to give us? Reviewing 10 sources. For designing an investigation style unit on differential calculus, Kimi is usually the better main model. And Manus is best as the background producer for materials such as worksheets, projects, and videos rather than the live classroom assistant. This is really interesting. So Manus teacher side design, Kimi for classroom and interaction. Okay. Better for live questing step by step. Which to choose? So Manus can help us draft the investigation, right? Kimi can act as a tutor during the investigation, asking why questions and giving hints. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, so that was just me exploring Kimi. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.